Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp...
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This stage should follow a fairly predictable scenario. Given the absence of any major difficulties, the sprinters' teams should control any breakaways in order to compete for victory in a sprint. At ease on short climbs, mountain passes, or on the flat, all he lacks is a good turn of speed when finishing in a big group.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up! You're off on your own, but given the profile, it's mission impossible. I hope you get reinforcements. He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint. He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse. He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse. Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint. He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint. Teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more, probably with their eye on the overall standings. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic.
The intermediate sprint is looming for the front of the race. The first 15 riders score points towards the green jersey.
marche rien.
You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. Well done. You've won the intermediate sprint. That's less points for our competitors. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint.
Et voilà!
Haut rein! Lâchez rien!
Allez, Saga!
Allez les gars, courage! Hau rein, Alexander! Allez!
His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint.
Allez les gars! On continue comme ça! Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars! Gut so! Haut rein!
Allez les gars, courage!
Ihr schafft das! Haut rein, Leute!
Okay, we'll consume a feed. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint. His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton. His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint. We've taken control of the provisional overall standings with a new rider.
Weiter so, Jungs!
You are 2 kilometers from the top.
The sole best climber's summit will earn 1 point.
Laissez rien, les gars! Allez! Weiter so, Jungs! Ihr schafft das!
Allez, les gars! On continue comme ça!
Allez les gars! Courage! Allez les gars! Courage!
Bravo! Allez, allez!
Allez les gars!
Haltet euch
took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
Komm schon! Schneller! Schneller! Komm schon! Schneller! Schneller!
Bleib dran!
Weiter!
Bravo. Allez, allez, allez.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. The breakaway is in the sight of the peloton. There's little chance that can hold off the sprints.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Allez, courage, les gars, allez plus vite.
Allez les gars!
The sprinters' teams have managed this stage perfectly. 5 kilometers out, the peloton is bunched and everything is in place for a mass sprint.
Just 5 more kilometers. Get ready to sprint. We must win to secure the green jersey.
The sprinters are ready to fight it out. Well positioned on the wheel of their team members, they'll soon be burning rubber.
Allez les gars! Allez les gars! Comme ça!
The red pennant for the peloton.
Go, 1 kilometer. You've got to give everything in the sprint.
A few minutes ago, he was the first across the finishing. He's amongst the leading riders this year. He tops the standings and will receive. He's amongst the leading riders this year.
Well done, lads. Congratulations. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The profile is special, with one major difficulty that should decide between the climbers. The scenario looks to be simple, and everything should be settled on the final climb. We've got to defend the yellow jersey. It's not going to be easy. We don't have much of a lead. We can target a place in the top 10 today. Feel free to preempt the showdown. We'll struggle to compete with the favorites. Have a good day, guys. Go!
Hello everyone! A great name awaits the riders today, La Planche des Belles Filles. Although this climb only recently appeared on the routes of the Tour, it has nevertheless become mythical. All those who claimed victory upon it have won the Tour de France at least once.
He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse. The counter-attacking group can't be allowed to merge. Otherwise, there'll be too many of you and the peloton will continue to ride hard.
Attack at the head of the peloton. For the moment, any breakaway has drawn a blank. There's an acceleration.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Nobody left on a breakaway. There's a new acceleration. Attack at the head of the peloton.
Lâche rien.
Change of leader in the overall youth standings. He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse.
Attack at the head of the peloton. Watch out for him. Isncho can come out on top on any finish with a short climb, but he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish.
You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race. The guys with you are upping the tempo. They're going to try to manage the time gap.
The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. Both puncher and rouleur, he can rely on his pace if he reaches the finish in a small group.
You're coming up to the intermediate sprint. Keep your eyes open. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint.
His qualities as a rouleur are exceptional. You mustn't give a meter's lead, especially as he takes short climbs in his stride and has no interest in waiting for the sprint, given his lack of pace. He could be labelled as a puncher, but is also good in the mountains. However, his top speed can be described as lethargic.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
Continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars.
Hop, hop, hop.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
Verdammt, Jungs. Ihr schafft das. Na kommt gut so. Haut rein, Leute.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race.
There will be 2 and 1 point for the mountain standings.
His team is setting the pace behind. He's no doubt got his eye on this stage. You'll have to speed up in front. You seem to be the best climber in the group. You should be able to move to the front. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. Okay, we'll consume a feed. His teammates have a handle on things for the overall standings. It will be difficult to increase the gap. You've got 1 minute 30 lead on the group with the favorites. The favorites are 1 minute behind your group. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
Yellow jersey minute from the...
Riding. He must have good legs. We're approaching the final climb. Be well positioned as it's a short climb. You can't afford to give away any time. Okay, I'll follow any attack.
The final ascent is 6 kilometers with an average gradient of 8.5%. But the summit is the most daunting. The last 300 meters are at more than 15%.
Okay, we'll relay hard.
Allez, go.
Only 5 kilometers left. He's the new leader of the overall youth standings.
Comme ça.
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, we'll consume a feed. I'll consume a feed.
Continuez comme ça.
Haut rein!
Allez. Allez. Allez, 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 vas-y, vas-y, vas-y.
Lâchez rien weiter, so Jungs!
Comme ça. Bravo, les gars.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Okay, we'll relay hard.
At just under 3 kilometers from the summit, and with less seconds on his pursuers, the outcome is still not sure for the man in front.
we'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. You're 30 seconds ahead of the favorites group.
On continue comme ça.
Only 2 kilometers left.
Change of leader in the overall youth standings. The leader has buckled. This isn't the time. Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race. Riders will have to keep something in reserve for the last 300 meters because the slope is over 15%.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
A few minutes ago, he was the first across the finishing line. Here, he will climb onto the podium to receive. We can say that everything is going. He's amongst the leading riders this year.
Well done, lads! Congratulations to you! We weren't even amongst the outsiders, can you imagine? Well done for this win! Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and without any difficulties. But be on your guard as the wind can lead to bordures. As we've got the yellow jersey, we'll have to shoulder our responsibility.